Well, it is now 8:13 in the morning and this storm come rolling through. I didn't think we were gonna get. They called for a little bit of snow, but nothing big. And we probably got a solid 4 inches, 5 inches in some places, but it's super heavy, wet, thick, nasty stuff. So I'll run through and cleaning these up by 10:30, 11 o'clock. It's supposed to turn to rain, and it's actually like 37, 38 degrees, which we haven't seen in, I don't know, almost a month. We haven't seen above freezing temperatures, so I figure I'll just bust through them all now, hit everything one time and get the heavy bulk out of there, and then maybe another inch or two might fall by the time this storm is done. And with the temperatures and with the rain coming, it should melt off and take care of that last inch or two. So just gonna bust through these and go on from here. You know, the worst part about plowing snow today is because garbage comes on different days of the week for different areas, as I'm sure it does everywhere. But the majority of the areas that I have to plow today happens to be garbage day for all of them. So yeah, it's becoming a bit of an issue. I'm trying to go around garbage cans the best that I can, What do you guys do in cases like that? I've seen a bunch of your videos, you crazy sons of guns. I know what some of you guys do. You just push their garbage cans right up into a snow pile and leave them up on top of the snow pile, or you leave them half buried in the snow pile. I know what you guys do. I see your videos. But for those of you that I don't see your videos, what do you guys do when you run into instances like this? Like this one's not bad. She saw the snow here, she put her garbage can off to the side. But a bunch of them I've been to already today, off to the side is not what they were thinking. They literally left the garbage cans right at the end of the driveway, in the middle of their driveway. So it's been you can't even get into the driveways at that point. So you have no choice but to move them. So do you get out and move them by hand, or do you move them with the plow? I don't know. It poses a little bit of a problem, but I guess it's not a problem for some. It just depends on what you do. Me, I get out and I move them. I get out and move them by hand. It's not like it happens all the time, so the rare occasion that this happens, or we get snow in the morning like this, and it's it happens to be garbage day, I don't know, in my mind I do the right thing and I get out and I move them. Is it necessarily the right thing? Who knows? I don't know. But I get out and I move them out of the way and plow the driveway. I don't get out after that and put them back. I just move them off to the side, and then I plow the driveway, and wherever the cans are, that's where they are. But I'm curious, what do you guys do? I don't know what channels you guys watch, but I'll just take a guess here at some of them. I'll bet you that Chant moves his, and I know that Spencer from Bow Enterprises, I bet you he gets out and moves his. Let's see, who else we got here? I know my buddy Ryan, he doesn't make videos, but Ryan that does fall cleanups with me, I know he gets out and moves his. I'll almost guarantee Karen from KLC plows his right into a snowbank. I'd put money on that. He just seems like the type, or she, or whatever. I don't know. I don't really watch that channel very much. I've seen it a time or two, but I can just tell. I'll almost guarantee. Ooh, my plow rode right up on that snowbank. I almost guarantee that she plows hers right into a snowbank, because that's just the way she is. Try to pull some more of this snow out of here. Well, plowed in right up on it that time. Good deal. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I got a headlight out on this plow on the driver's side. I do not have the LEDs in here anymore. A lot of guys were wondering, they said, you know, those aren't going to work for you because they're not going to heat up enough to keep the headlights from defrosting, or keep the headlights from freezing up. So that's going to be a problem. I didn't have that issue in the storms that I've been out in already and plowed. I have not had that issue because those LEDs are in the same wide open bracket that my other lights are in, and the other lights give off enough heat, but the LEDs do give off a lot of heat because they have little fans on the back to keep them cool. That's how much heat they give off. Let me go plow or shovel this sidewalk, and we'll discuss this in a minute. So the LED lights, let's discuss that. I did not have an issue with them freezing up. That was not an issue at all. My plow's gonna scrape right there. I did not have an issue with them scraping, or with, yeah, scraping. I did not have an issue with them freezing up. That's never really been an issue in my area. I mean, it gets cold here without a doubt, but in all the years I've been plowing, I've never had an issue with ice forming on the headlights. I know some areas, you know, it's a big problem and you really got to pay attention to that, but I've never had that issue. And I talked to a few guys that have, and they said it's not a big deal. Once every hour and a half, 2 hours in a real bad event, you get out and just tap the lights a couple times and it breaks right off. They freeze but barely freeze because there still is light coming through. There still is some heat. So they've never had that issue to where it was bad enough it was something to be concerned about. So the reason I took them out, okay, at first with my lights aimed exactly where the other ones were aimed, I was blinding people. Like, there was everybody under the sun flashing their freaking lights at me. They were just insanely bright. So I bent the headlights down some and I had far less people flashing lights at me. I still did have some, and I figured, you know, it's LED lights and it's clear white light. It's just something you're gonna deal with, you know, it is what it is. So I wasn't too concerned at that point. But then I was driving in just a light snowfall. It wasn't even coming down that heavy, and it was just like when you're driving in a heavy snowfall and you put your high beams on, it has like a Star Wars effect. That's how it was for me. And it was literally blinding in a light snowfall. I couldn't see anything. There was barely any snow on the road, but it was coming down nice and light, and those LEDs it made it impossible to drive. And I'm the type of guy where there'd be 4 or 5 inches of snow on the road before I slow down under 60 miles an hour. You know, I've been in this my whole life up here in Western New York, and I'm used to driving in it. It's not that big a deal. It's nothing that scares me. I know what my truck can do. If it starts to get squirrely or starts to where it ain't that great, you know, then obviously I'm not stupid. I slow it right down. But in that little snow event, I was literally doing like 30 miles an hour down the road, and there was a dusting on the road. That's how blinding it was. I couldn't see anything. So I switched them back, and apparently now I have a driver's side headlight out, so I'm gonna have to address that. I might switch them back to the LEDs. My buddy Spencer seems to think that if I put them back in and then just loosen the brackets and tip the lights down a little bit more, it'll still give me tons of light ahead of me. But one, I won't be blinding people, and two, I won't be having issues as far as not being able to see in the snowfall. So that's the plan. That's what I plan on doing. But at the same time, I haven't had time. If you guys, well, by now you probably should have already watched the video. You see what Spencer and I have been doing for the last 3 days, pretty much sun up to sundown. Painting my other truck. You should have probably seen that video by now. By the time this goes up, that video will have already been up for a while. So I just haven't had time to do it. And we actually have ahead of us, we have about, I'm trying to think here, we probably have 3 or 4 days coming up this week where it is going to be in the high 30s, low 40s. So we really shouldn't be getting too much more snow, anything that'll be a concern anyway. So today, when I get done plowing at some point this afternoon, I'm going over there and we're going to pull all the tape and paper off of that truck and start putting that truck back together, put all the tail lenses back in it, put the headlight lenses back in it. We're going to put the bumpers back on, tailgate back on, the mirrors back on, all that stuff. So that truck will finally be done. And then I talked to a buddy of mine that paints cars professionally, and he told me to wait probably about 2 weeks before I go sticking my decals on the side of it. He said that would probably be the safest bet, so that's what I'm gonna do. But the truck will be done for now, and I'll finish filming that and get that up, and you guys will see that. I'll probably make a post on Instagram as well, like before and after of the truck with it finally done. and you guys will see that. But until then, I'm not going to talk anymore. We're just going to go knock out the rest of these driveways and get on with our day here. So I'll film some more plowing, but I'll just speed it up and set some music to it. But yeah, comment down below, guys. Let me know what you guys do when there's all these garbage cans in the way when you got to go out plowing. Let me know what you guys do, except for, you know, Karen from KLC. We already know what she does. So you guys let me know what you do and how you handle that. What's been your experience with it? Make sure you hit that thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you want. Share the heck out of this video. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, I don't care. Just share it somewhere. Like I said, join in the comment section down below. A lot of people I've noticed and they've commented to me as well that their favorite part about my videos is going in, reading the comments and looking at the conversation. They actually learn a lot from all the other input that all the other guys put in there, all you guys put in there. So not just from what I do and what I show, but they learn a lot from you guys as well, because everybody does things different. There's no right way or wrong way, I would say. But everybody has their own way of doing things, and we can learn from each other, just like I learned from you guys. So make sure you join in the conversation down below. Hit that thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you want to do. Share the heck out of the video, and enjoy the rest of this.